Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E. Phillips. It is Wednesday, September 17, and I'm in the middle of writing a new book. If you missed the first installment of this little series, I'll link it below, but I am planning to draft an entire book in the next 4 to 6 weeks. It's a Regency romance, and I hope you're excited to see more drafting progress. In the first 3 days of officially first drafting, I managed to write 10,000 words, which is a little insane. I do not think we're going to achieve that kind of greatness in this vlog, but the main goal is to get 2,000 words a day. So if I can hit that the rest of this week, I will feel like I am accomplished and I will be happy with that progress. This morning I was able to get about 1,200 words, which was good. I'm going to try to finish out the last 800 words or so before I need to get to fixing dinner. I'm closing in on the end of Act 1. And then Act 2, I think pretty much all of Act 2 is the road trip. So if you were here while I was working on the outline and planning and brainstorming and all that stuff, you already might know that I have a big road trip element in this book, which I'm very excited to get to write. And that's coming up very soon. So I'm eager to get to it. I only have a couple more scenes to go before they're officially on the road trip. And that should be a good time. So let's see how far we can get today. I should be able to finish out the scene I started this morning and maybe start on the next one. We'll see. We'll see. But let's get to writing because I don't have a whole lot of time right now. This little dog insisted she could be a good girl in here. Are you going to be a good girl? Uh-oh. Where are you going to sit? Oh, look at that good girl. She has chosen to sit right next to my desk, which is great because I can keep tabs on her. Not great if she falls asleep and then wakes up and chooses chaos, but we'll see. It is 5:15. I really need to start dinner, but I hit 2,060 words for the day. Ta-da! So total, I'm at just over 12,000 words. I'm doing fantastic. I have 2 more scenes to write until we're on Act 2. Maybe we can finish those tomorrow. We'll find out. But we're getting very close to our road trip. The road trip plans are in place, but Henry, my main male character, is not pleased about them. So they're going to have a little confrontation about it in the next scene, which should be so fun to write. So I will check in with you again tomorrow. But that's it for today. So in the middle of trying to first draft a book and filming and editing 2 vlogs a week, I'm also signed up for the self-paced, thank goodness, self-paced beginner's course for copy editing. And part of it is reading through this book. Oh my gosh, the section on commas. Hello. I know there's a lot of comma rules, but I did not anticipate there being that many comma rules. And I'm not like trying to memorize all of this. I'm just trying to like familiarize myself with some of the ideas in here. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that 2 things. Number 1, the elementary and middle school that I went to was very focused on like correct grammar, knowing the parts of speech, knowing how sentences are constructed the right way, you know what I mean? Like the formal kind of way. We did a lot of that in school. Very grateful for that. Also, super grateful, once again, a shout out to my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Merchant, for teaching us how to diagram sentences. We did a huge section of our English class that year focused on how to diagram a sentence. I'll put up some examples. I don't know who teaches this anymore. It wasn't even like a common thing, I don't think, like in the late 90s for this to be still taught to kids, but our school taught it, and I'm so grateful because I like the things I remember from diagramming sentences is like necessary in some cases to figure out, do I need to hyphenate these words? Does this need to be, like separated with a comma or something like that? Like I'm diagramming sentences in my head as I'm reading through some of this to be like, oh, okay, so like on a diagram, this would go here and this would go there, and that's why that this is this way. So anyway, it's a lot, but I'm actually enjoying this. I don't want to say I'm enjoying it a lot because some of it is, it's pretty dry, but it's really interesting. There's certain times where it's like, as I'm writing, I'm like, I'm pretty sure a comma goes here. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it does. And this book is explaining like it does go there because this is an independent clause joined with a dependent clause or whatever the situation is. Anyway, that's what I'm up to in my free time, such as it is. Would you care for a bunny update? This sassy little lady, let me tell you, when she got here, she was super timid. She was, very just sitting in one spot, didn't want to do anything. The last 2 weeks, this little lady has not only escaped her enclosure, but she has caused a lot of destruction. And she is just really coming out of her shell, which is good. But I also feel bad for her because even though this is like an adequate amount of space, it's not really that much space. And she can't really run around the way I think she really wants to. So hopefully she'll find a new family soon. She's going to an adoption event this weekend. So maybe she'll find her forever home there. She's super cute. She's getting more friendly, which is great. This little boy, look at this little man. Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. Hi. This little guy is very friendly, but he still needs to be neutered. We're going to do that at the end of the month. And he just wants you to pet him, like, all day long. He just wants pets. We'll hopefully find him a family soon, too. But for the moment, he's here. He's less destructive than she is, which is great. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. So yes, hello, welcome to no, it's not Tuesday, Meredith. It is, in fact, Thursday. I'm very tired. I have less than 1,000 words that I need to write now to hit my 2K for the day. I don't remember exactly how much I did this morning. It was somewhere between 1,000 and 1,300 words. Somewhere in there. We'll go check in a few minutes. Last night was awful. I was reading, turned out the light at around 10 o'clock. Jade was in her pen, in her chair, super cozy, having a great time being a sleepy dog. I take forever to fall asleep. So, that's what I do. I lay there for 30, 40 minutes before I finally fall asleep. So, I don't know how long it had been exactly, at least half an hour, probably more like 45 minutes. I hear her get out of her chair, and she does this little pitiful whining. And I was like, it's bedtime, go night-nights. And she lays down. I can hear her lay down. Every 10, 15, 20 minutes after that, until midnight, she's doing these little pitiful whining noises, which of course keeps me from falling asleep. Finally, at midnight, I told her to go to sleep one more time, and she finally climbed back in her chair and was quiet for the rest of the night. I don't know what time I fell asleep. It was probably 12:30, and then my alarm went off at 5. So you can do some quick math and determine the amount of sleep I got, which was not very much. So when I got up this morning, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But I got up and I did my writing because I was not going to fail the 2K a day on week 1. I haven't even been doing this for a week. We're not missing a day at this point. It's about 4:15, I guess. My work day's done and I need to go back there and finish up the chapter I started, or the scene I started. It's supposed to be a fun scene. There's supposed to be a good amount of banter. Is the banter in the room with us? I don't think so. They're just like having a chat. So anyway, it's not very good. I don't know. I was also bleary-eyed this morning, so who knows? Maybe it's better than I remember. I'll go back and look, but it's definitely rough. I'll fix it. We'll fix it later. You know, that's what draft 2 is for. And hopefully that's future Meredith's problem. But they're working out the plan for the road trip, essentially. My main female character, Celia, is ready to she's ready to go. She's like, let's just throw some stuff in a suitcase and take off. And Henry, the male main character, is more like, hold on. We need to plan every aspect of this before we go. And so they're supposed to be arguing about how to plan this, when they're going to leave, and all this kind of stuff. And they're both getting annoyed with each other over, their ideas for this road trip are not lining up. So anyway, let's get back there, get these words written, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be it, because I don't know how many words I have in me. We're going to get to 2K, and then after that, we're going to be done. Here's the dog that kept me up all night, or at least half the night. She's trying to deny it, but she's guilty. Jade. Were you a good girl last night? No, she was not. What were you doing? What were you doing? She has no idea. Okay, just checked. I'm at 1,100 words. So, I've got to write 900 more words. We're gonna do it. Maybe not before dinner, but I can do some now, and I could do some after dinner if I need to. But we gotta write 900 more before the end of the day. Let me get my little, what was I listening to? Oh, I've been listening not to ambient tones. I've been listening to the ambient library noises with rain in the background or whatever it is. So that's been great. I'll link it below if you want to see it, but anyway. Okay. Let's go. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to do a little writing sesh after dinner because it is almost 5:30. I'm 7 words away from 1,600. I still need 400 more words. I'm just super unfocused. I wonder why. Anyway, it's fine. I need to go get dinner started. I don't even know what I'm making. Pork something with rice. I don't even know. I've got to make it though. I'm gonna come back to this later. I'm at the end of this scene, so I guess I gotta start the next one. I'm gonna get that other 400 words, okay? We're gonna get it. That's just not even an option. I'm gonna stay at this computer after dinner until I get 400 more words. That's all there is to it. It's almost 8 o'clock. I am at 2,100 words, so we're gonna stop there. I can't see straight. It's fine. 2,100 words. We met the goal. That's all I needed to do today. So hopefully tomorrow I will be a little more with it and we can get 2,000 more words. I'm having fun with this scene. This one is fun. He is trying to plan this road trip and she's getting frustrated with how many details he's trying to work out. The banter is bantering a little better in this portion, so hopefully we can continue that in the morning. I will see you then. I think the dog has it out for me because it's been me versus the dog for like 2 days now. Do you want to know what happened last night? We slept terrible the night before because she was just like, I'm going to whine for an hour and a half. Last night, oh my gosh, I was like, I need to go to bed and like get a solid night's sleep. I got in bed, turned out the light at like 10 o'clock or so. She was in her chair, in her pen, cozy, quiet. She had fallen asleep. I fell asleep pretty fast. At 1:10 in the morning, she starts growling, which of course wakes me up. And she started doing noises that usually are noises she makes if she's really upset about something, like snarling kinds of noises. But they weren't like full volume. They were like oddly muted and not as loud as they normally would be. Like, I think she was dreaming and she was growling, snarling at something in the dream because it sounded very weird. Anyway, she did that for a few minutes and finally stopped. But then, of course, I had woken up, and then it was like, well, now I've had like a 3-hour nap. So I laid there for, I don't even know how long, an hour and a half, 2 hours before I finally fell back asleep again. And then my alarm went off at 5, as it does on the weekdays. So once again, prevented from sleep. So yeah, I'm still tired. I got up this morning. I did not do well. I got like 650 words. So I've got like 1,400 words I need to write tonight. It's Friday. I don't want to do this right now. I'll be perfectly honest. I want to just take a nap. But I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I still would like to hit 2,000 words. I think I can still hit 2,000 words. I'm just really like, ugh. So it's 4:15 right now. I'm going to write for 45 minutes and see how far I get. Then stupid me has a like kind of complicated dinner to make for tonight. It's not complicated. It's just like a bunch of chopping and it just like takes a while for it all to like come together. So anyway, there's a lot of little parts of it. It's not hard. It just takes a while to make. So I need to be in there at like 5 o'clock to start it or it's not going to be done in time. So let's see how much I can get done in 45-ish minutes. And then whatever's left over, we're going to have to do it after dinner. So let's get to work. All right, it is 4:45. I am at 1,163 words. So I still have a little less than 900 to go, but important milestone. I'm done with Act 1. The road trip in this next scene, the road trip is beginning. We are off. We are off and on our way. So I'm really excited about this next scene, this first like official road trip scene. It has some good stuff in it. So I'm really excited to get to that. I think I'm going to, I hate starting this scene and then having to break in like 10 minutes just to go make dinner. This is one of the times where I do kind of wish I had a laptop because then I could just bring the laptop into the kitchen with me and poke at this while I'm, in the middle of cooking. There's times in cooking where you're just like pushing stuff around in the pan for a few minutes. Let me start this. 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. We'll set a timer for 10 minutes. That's all I have left. And then we'll break for dinner. Moderate success. I got 327 words, which puts me at 1,489 words total for the day, which means I have a teeny bit over 500 more words to go after dinner. But it is 5 o'clock. So I'm going to pause from this. I'm going to go make dinner. And then we're going to come back here and finish this out. 7:20. Let's write 511 more words and be done with this for today. Okay, we're at 2,036 words for the day, and I'm going to stop right there. We're in the middle of a conversation. I don't even care. Total for the draft, we're at 16,221 words. I'm very happy with that. I'm right on track. No issues. What I'm hoping is that I will sleep well tonight and then be a little more like with it, okay, for Saturday. You will get to find out if I slept well on Friday, which is when that vlog should go live. Before I sign off, I want to do 2 quick shout outs. Thank you so much to Eric, who is the creative guitarist here on YouTube. I'll link his channel below. And also thank you to Allie for signing up over on my Patreon. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in seeing what all goes on over there, the link is always in the description. So I will see you again on Friday with the next vlog. But for now, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays, but while I'm drafting, we're doing 2 videos a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!